Get
not.
your ass over there and lie.
And remember that.
You're not gonna walk over there?
Nope.
You're not gonna walk over there? You're out of it. You're out.
I really don't.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so let's just get right into it because the sun is setting and I don't have a lot of time and this message needs to be heard. So if you're new here, just really quick disclaimer, we don't do victims on this channel. If you're a victim, click off. I already explained this to you guys so many times. I'll just do it really quickly this one time. If you're a victim, get off my channel because there's nothing that I can do to help you, nor is there anything that anyone can do to help you. Being a victim is the worst disease of mankind. It is a very hopeless and miserable energy to be in. You cannot change anything in your life from a position of victimhood. It's really impossible to make anything happen. I'm so sorry, but please get off my channel and I will pray for you. All right, so if you're here and you actually want to create change in your life and you're ready to face yourself in the mirror and make shit happen, let's continue and have your notepads ready and let's get into it. I came back against all odds because you made my last video flop. It's okay, I will give you one more shot. So this video is a really quick video that I wanted to make and I have a really quick example for you guys. I haven't been able to work out and it's been really difficult for me because I just feel like I have nothing else to do with my time. It's been really miserable. I feel like a lot of my progress that I've made working out is just going down the drain because of my tendinitis. And anyone who's really close to me in my personal life would know that I was really upset about this. It's all I would talk about. And it was just really miserable for me. I really haven't been able to work out. I had to really let this heal. Work out in the way that I want to work out, I should say. It's been really shitty, but you know what? I honestly was just not taking it very gracefully. I was complaining. I really didn't understand why this was happening to me. I felt like I was doing everything right. I felt like I was abiding by all the rules. I didn't fuck anyone over, not that I know of. So I was like, why would the universe do this to me? Why would it mistreat me like this? And I really didn't have an answer. For a little over a month, I didn't have an answer. And then one day in particular, I just sat down and I decided that I'm gonna open a retirement account, like a Roth IRA. And then, I had an invitation to open a high yield savings account through American Express. Did that. I had some overdue bills that I wasn't looking at, that I needed to contest or whatever. I had just a lot of responsibilities that I was neglecting, that I was putting off, you know what I mean? I just took an hour and did all of those things, and out of nowhere I just had the thought that wow, the universe took the gym away from me so that I can get my life together and do the things that I've been meaning to do all along. Once I had this thought, I was overcome with chills, stomach turns. I felt such clarity immediately after having this thought that it was apparent to me that that was my intuition telling me that that thought was rooted in truth. That's the truth. I was spending so much time working out and going to the gym that other important areas of my life were just falling by the wayside, and I didn't have time to upkeep my life in the way that I needed to. I was setting myself up for failure long term. These are things that I should have already been doing. These are things that I should have already been tending to, and I was putting them off because I was just only focused on my workout progress, and it got taken away from me. I had a really random accident and I was just miserable about it. And the moment I had that thought and tended to the things that I needed to tend to, a lot of my symptoms with my tendinitis went away really quickly. The next day I had the thought that I really wanted to speak to a doctor. I was managing it on my own, but I just had the thought that I wanted to speak to a doctor. I really should have been doing that all along, I know. When I went to the doctor, he gave me a really simple solution for it and actually approved me to go back to the gym, which I was super happy about. And it really seemed like overnight this month-plus long issue was solved. And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about life and the way that there are so many times in my life where something's been just taken away from me, where I've had a really miserable obstacle, and I complained and I felt like a victim. I should have clicked off my own channel. I felt like a victim in those moments, and I felt like, why would this happen to me? And one thing that I'm learning really clearly is that, and this is coined by Gabrielle Bernstein, if you guys follow her or know of her, she's a really good spiritual speaker, and honestly she really ate this the fuck up. She always says obstacles are detours in the right direction. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. Let that sink the fuck in right now if you know what's good for you. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. Don't look at my knee, it's really ashy. That was fucking crazy to me because I heard her say that. I really understood that on a logical level, but I never really felt it in action other than that moment where I was just tending to these responsibilities that I was putting aside. And when I look back at that time where I was just like really focused on working out and honestly feeling like a lot of my responsibilities were falling by the wayside, I realize now that the universe wanted me to have more success long term. These things, had I been handling them all along, would set me up for more success long term. They would set me up for the things that I've been asking for long term. Oftentimes when the universe takes something away from you, or it presents you with a really unfair obstacle, and I know this is hard to accept. I know it's hard to accept when it comes to things like loss or disease. I understand that, but I really encourage you to think this way and to feel this way, because A, it's the truth, and B, there really is no other alternative. Like I said in the beginning of my video, you can be miserable and you can be pathetic because everyone has difficult, impossible circumstances presented to them at a point in their life. We all share that. That's truth. That is the way of life. But if you really reframe those circumstances into the way that I'm thinking right now about obstacles, you can then see how the universe was rooting for you all along the way, how the universe was reorchestrating and redirecting your life all along the way to set you up for the things that you've always been asking for. Sorry, really quickly, I completely forgot to say, but like, you think that like by complaining and by being miserable that like the universe will feel bad for you and give you more than what you have. That's not what's gonna happen. By complaining and being miserable, the little that you do have will also be taken away. Like, they're not gonna reward you for being a toddler. Like when we're young, we learn that when we cry and stuff, we can like get our way. That's not how the universe works. When you cry, things just get fucking worse. An example of that is like one time I was like really depressed about something when I was in college. And then I literally got in a car crash. And I was like, damn, let me just shut the fuck up then. Everyone that I know has been in a relationship that they have tried to make work to the bitter end. Everyone I know has done this. And oftentimes that relationship is yanked out of their life. It just becomes so inhospitable for them that they have no other choice but to leave, or simply they are left themselves. And we've all been there. And I'm using love as an example because that's been a sore spot for me in the past as well. We've all been there, right? So in those moments, it's easy to be like, well, maybe the universe doesn't want me to have love. But the reality of the situation is the universe wants you to have love. And what you were clinging to was not that. It either was not that, or you were neglecting to look at a very obvious incompatibility or something that would have come up long term that would have yanked away your hope and your aspiration for real true love down the line if you were to have stuck around. So the universe is redirecting you, and oftentimes it will prop up situations in your life to redirect you, to prime you, to mold you to be the person that you need to be able to sustain what you're asking for. For example, I was asking for a new job. I was asking for more money, right? But I wasn't managing my money well. The moment I started managing my money well, not only did that tendinitis really seem to like go away overnight. I mean, it's still there, but it's not that big of a deal. But I had 2 job interviews like literally the same week for more money, and they're working out for me. This leads me to my next point, but before I get ahead of myself, I just want to say the universe is always priming you and molding you to be the person that you need to be able to sustain what it is that you're asking for. And oftentimes, yes, that includes rejection, that includes loss, that includes obstacles that seem so unfair in the moment, but they need to fucking be there because something's got to give. You've got to change. You've got to mold and change to be the person that you need to be able to accept and house what it is that you're asking for. So I'm asking for, you know, a more financially stable life. Well, then I need to manage my finances better. And the universe is going to take away things that I'm indulging in, like going to the gym, which I understand is a good indulgence, but not in the way that I was doing it, so that I can focus about what's important and what's pressing to set me up long term. The universe is not an immediate gratification type of gal. Sometimes it will be. Sometimes it will give you what you want immediately. Most good things in life, they're about the long term. They're about long-term success, and those things come slow, and you have to really mature and you have to change to be the person that you need to be able to accept them. Which brings me to my next point. My next point is, what's my next point? I just like fucking forgot. Hold on. Fuck, I have to look at my notes. Stop. All right. My next point is, why would the universe give you anything more if you're going to treat what you have like shit? And I've alluded to this in one of my first videos, but I use the example of physical fitness. One of the things that we're given in this life is our body, our health, our vitality. So if you're not going to tend to that simple thing that you have control over, why would the universe give you anything more? And this is a really, in my opinion, a proven truth, because we always see people who invest in their health and their fitness, other aspects of their life always fall into place. And we think, oh, that person just has it all together. But it always starts with what they have control over, which is their physical body and their physical self. You know what I mean? They controlled what was in front of them, and more came. And that goes for everything in life. If you improve upon what you were given, then you will receive more. Why would the universe waste more blessings on you if you're gonna throw away what you have now in the moment? Why would they be inclined to give you anything more? You're so fucking ungrateful. You know what I mean? Like, why would we give you anything more? That goes for our health, right? Like, if we improve upon our health, if we tend to our health, our body, our temple, I personally believe that that really translates to other miracles in your life coming in as well, because the universe is saying, wow, this person's respecting themselves. They're fueling themselves with good food, tending to themselves. They're improving upon the body that we gave them, which is a miracle. You know what I mean? Not everyone has health. Not everyone's able to, you know, go to the gym or eat well. People don't have these resources or these privileges. Some people are born disabled, so on and so forth. You're never at a complete loss in life. You always have something that you can be improving upon and tending to. And if you improve upon what's right in front of you, then more will be given to you. But why are you, so you're gonna sit down on your couch, scrolling on TikTok, treating your body like shit, treating your life like shit, and then you're gonna be like, oh, like, when's my boyfriend coming? Or when am I gonna make 6 figures? Or when am I gonna get that? When am I gonna get that? Shut the fuck up right now. Why would we give you anything? Why would we give you anything? You're sitting there and wasting what we have given you, which we don't give to everyone. You're wasting it and you're throwing it away, and you dare ask us for more? Are you serious? That's crazy. And that's the way I was thinking. You know what I mean? I was not managing my finances well at all. I was just being really reckless, really irresponsible. And then I was gonna sit here and say, I really just wish I was like making more money. Are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you? It's not how it works. So improve upon what you are given and more will come. You can do this in the literal sense. Why would we give you a loving relationship if you're gonna treat your best friend like shit? Love the people in your life and more love will come to you. Why would we give you a higher paying job if you're throwing away the money that you have now on stupid indulgences? Improve upon that and we will give you more. But you really set the precedent for what can come into your life. And that's not to say that random miracles can happen. Like, we always hear stories of people winning the lottery. They're coming from poverty, so they don't really know what to do with the money and they throw it away. That's a really good example. You always hear the trope of someone who won the lottery and then they spent it all and then they're just like back to square one, right? They're in debt again. And I think that's really important because that's what the universe doesn't want to happen to you. It doesn't want to give you what you're asking for if it knows you're not ready to have it. It doesn't want to give you the soulmate that you're asking for if it knows that you're going to self-sabotage that relationship, not feel deserving of the love that they give you, not recognize the love that they give you. Maybe you're still in your fuckboy era. Maybe you still need to date a bad boy or two, thinking love has to be exciting and dangerous. Maybe you're still in that mindset. You think they're going to give you a loving soulmate who will like die for you? No, because you're not going to treat them well. You're not going to respect it and you're probably going to lose it. So they're going to prime you. And one of the ways that they're going to prime you is with throwing you a fuckboy or two so that you learn your lesson. They're going to put obstacles in your place, going back to my first point, so that you can be primed and molded to what you need to become. So I hope that makes sense. Like, the universe is going to pick away at you like you're a statue with obstacles and rejection. It's going to take things away from you. It's going to beat you down so that you can change and mold to be the person that you need to be to have the life that you've been asking for. Because if you're not ready, they're going to get you ready. You know what I mean? And it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be comfortable. You're not going to be inclined to grow if everything's given to you. That's one. But the second thing is improve upon what you have. Improve upon what you have, even if it's a little bit. If you illustrate to the universe, I'm going to treasure this little bit that you've given me, then more will come. And that goes for everything. It goes for love, it goes for health, it goes for money. Improve upon what you have. Let's say you're trying to be like an influencer and you're gonna not really like have passion for what you're doing until you have 1 million followers, then you're never gonna get to 1 million followers. But you always see those people that have like maybe 100 followers, 200 followers, and they treat their communities like they're these big communities, like they're these big families, and they put so much love and passion to that. Those are the people that grow a community because they're likable. They improved upon what they were given, even though it wasn't much, and more people came as a result. I always see that happen, you guys. So yeah, you guys, I know it's a shorter video, but I really feel passionately about what I'm saying. It's really just simple. It's 2 points. What Gabrielle Bernstein said, obstacles are detours in the right direction. What else do they say? They say rejection is redirection. That is so fucking true. Had I not had this health obstacle, I wouldn't have tended to long time problems in my life. Have I not been brokenhearted by these people, I wouldn't have understood what a real loving relationship might look like, and so on and so forth. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. If there's an obstacle in your life, don't consider it just an obstacle and it ends there. Ask yourself where it's trying to point you. Ask yourself where the universe is trying to pivot you to. What type of qualities are they trying to have emerge within you so that you can better yourself and have the things that you want. That's one. And two, improve upon what you have. Why would they give you anything more if you're going to throw it away? Improve upon what you have. And yes, the first thing that you can start with is always your physical health. Because guess what? A lot of people don't have that. Don't take it for granted, you guys. Don't take anything for granted. Clean your fucking room. You know what I mean? Like, why would they give you a nice apartment if you're just going to have all your shit everywhere? Why would they give you like, why would they give you the luxury of having more if you're just gonna treat it like shit? You know what I mean? Yeah, you guys, I really hope this video was helpful to you. And as always, I'm a new channel, so you need to like and you need to follow and subscribe and all of the things. And my Instagram is @MarcusMech. And tell me down below, like, what type of new content that you want to see from me. And yeah, I really hope this video helps you guys. And I'm going to keep making videos even if no one's watching, because I'm passionate about what I'm talking about. And I feel like even if it's just 20 of you out there watching this, I know it's helping at least one of you. And that's all I need to keep going, honestly. I will improve upon what I have. I don't need more. I will speak to the 20 of you out there watching this video, and we will be in this together. And it's going to be an if you know type vibe. And if you're not in the club, you're not in the club for now. I know that this community is going to grow though. And I know that I'm already attracting so many of you guys out there who are like-minded, who are not victims, who actually want to change your life. And that makes me so happy. I'm so happy with the comments that I've been getting. And I'm just really, really happy to be doing this for you guys. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and don't be a bitch.